Hey guys, welcome back to No Catch Name. It's me, Ella. Today I'm trying out my new microphone. I'm sorry if there's static if I hit it, because I get used to it. Anyways, hopefully the sound is good for you. Let me know. Give me feedback. In a nice way. Don't be mean. Anyway, today's Tuesday, so it's the day that I'm going to share with you everything that I've made this past week. It's actually not a lot. I was market prepping, and then, towards the end of market prepping, when the market's almost here, I get kind of burnt out, and I just want to relax. So that's why. One of the items on my list, two of them, I don't have, but I have clips of them. One is in my inventory. I forgot to leave it out. And one was a gift. So, the first thing was I made a jumbo axolotl. And it is a pattern by Dolls and Stuffies on Instagram. I'll pop in a clip of it. So I made that axolotl out of Bernat Blanket Extra. So it's big jumbo yarn. And I used like an end hook, I think, it's 10 millimeter. I just wanted to make a giant jumbo axle. And then the next thing I made that's not here is a pumpkin hat. I made a baby size pumpkin hat from, I think it's Hanjan or Han. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Crochet. I made the 0 to 3 month size using worsted weight yarn for my nephew. He was getting some pictures taken. So I made that little hat for him. And then I had some scrappy bits of yarns. So I made some of the little octopuses that I make. They're not done. They're not stuffed, and they don't have eyes yet. But I made 3 of them. They're just random. This one's got a little bit of purple. And actually I have the body of a purple one, and I ran out to make the legs. So it's just sitting in there waiting for legs. These are perfect chunky. And this one is Big Twist plush and a little tiny bit of Bernat baby blanket. These are just my scrappy octopuses that I sell for $3, and they always sell really well. So I just gotta stuff them, close them, and put the little eyes on them eventually when my sister gives me some more. And also I have some of the scrap yarn I made. A gummy bear. Oh, did I say the octopus isn't a pattern? It's really simple. I just start with A and increase to 16. I do a few rows of 16. I decrease down to A, and then I make the legs. So then I make this gummy bear. This is a free pattern on Instagram by Hook Crochet Gifts. It's made out of the Big Twist plush yarn as well. This is also one of the things I sell for $3. Sometimes I make big ones like this, and then just whichever kid gets it first is the lucky kid gets the big one. I just like making little scrappy things for that bucket. And my bucket of $3 things is almost empty. Then I made one of my turtles. I have a tutorial for this turtle if you want to check it out. It's a video. So I already had the feet flippers and the head done from when I made my pattern a few months ago, whenever it was. And I just had it sitting around, and so I pulled them out, and I used this pink color that I then used the rest to make the gummy bear and the octopus for the shell. So it's all Big Twist plush, except a little bit on his belly. I thought I had 2 scrap balls of this Big Twist plush, and when I pulled it out, I was in the living room, so it was nighttime, and the lighting wasn't that good. When I started using it, I was like, something's different about this yarn. And it is actually a Bernat blanket, but I think it's alright. So I finished it with a little bit of Bernat blanket. And all I gotta do is his face, and he'll be done. I didn't have enough yarn to do the tail, so he's tailless. But yeah, so I got another turtle for my inventory once I do his face. Like I said, this is a pattern that I wrote, so it's a video tutorial. If you want to check it out, the pattern has flippers and also land feet if you want a land turtle. Then I wanted to make my Grinch that I'm gonna be making a tutorial for soon. Again, but better, because the one I made before had a lot of holes in it from where I used the wrong hook and yarn combo. So this time I used, this is Premier Yarn Basics, Chanel Basics, something like that. And I made him again. He looks much better. He doesn't have all the holes. This is a no-sew pattern. You start with the arms, and you start here, and you work all the way up. And even this part is done right before you finish off the head. So I do need to do his embroidery bits and weave in the tails. But yeah, so I'm going to be making some of these for my markets coming up, my Christmas markets. This size, some maybe a little bit smaller, and then a couple more of the jumbo ones, because I have 2 Christmas markets coming up, and Grinch is always popular. But this is a pattern that I wrote that will be coming out sometime here in November, when November gets here. Hopefully the first week or so of November, whenever I get a chance to record it. But he's cute. And then the last thing I made, I didn't make much this week, was a snake. So this is the snake pattern, again, by Mom Stitch Eddie on Instagram. And this isn't blanket yarn. This was, what was it called? Pioneer Woman yarn. That was at Walmart. So it's like blanket yarn, but it's smaller. So that's why it came out so much smaller. And I do need to do his eyes. But I just made it. I had some of this yellow yarn. But it's a lot smaller than regular blanket yarn. So, I made snake. I still have some more of this yellow that I'm going to save to make beaks for eagles. Because I'm going to be making some eagles for my next market. Because it's at a school. And that school's mascot is an eagle. So I thought I would make some eagles to take with me. But I just made a snake. I think you're supposed to do 60 rows of the body per the pattern. But I just make it as long as my arm is. Once it gets to my palm, I start tapering down to the tail. So that's just how I make my snakes. But I really love the head shape on this snake. So it's the one I'm going to keep on using. That's all I made this week. I didn't make a whole lot because I've been busy with market prep, you know, and then when I get to a certain point, I get burnt out and I just want to stop. And then we had all kinds of Halloween events last weekend, and that market and all that stuff. So that's what I made. I'll have all the links to the things. I have links down below. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And also, I'm using this microphone today. I hope that I didn't hit it. I used to have a microphone years ago, and I kept hitting it, and it kept making that like static noise. So hopefully I didn't do that this time. But I guess I'm going to hop off here. And if you need anything, let me know. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.